Just a heads up before we get started with this video, my voice is completely shot. I went a little too ham in yesterday's stream and I completely blew out my fucking throat. So this might sound a little bit nasty. Plus I've been getting over a cold for about a week now, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. So earlier today at 10 o'clock a.m., we actually got a brand new video over on the Halo YouTube channel, basically explaining the competitive settings for Halo Infinite. Now this has been something that has been talked about a little bit and has been notarized a little bit throughout the community, but we never have seen an outright layout of the rules and differences between casual Halo Infinite gameplay and competitive. But we did get the actual competitive settings and they do follow as such. The BR-75 will be the starting weapon, no secondary start. Motion tracker will be disabled, grenade hit markers will be disabled, thank God. Friendly fire will be turned on, and the modes will be Slayer, Capture the Flag, Strongholds, and Oddball. Weapons, equipment, and grenades on the map will also be set to static spawners, meaning they will always appear in the same location on each map and mode combination and will respawn at the same intervals. Now the community rejoiced when they finally heard all these settings, and there's a lot of good actually here, I will say that. But the one thing that people were the most excited about is the fact that BR starts will be in the competitive mode. Now I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but one thing that has been kind of a hot take of mine that people might not like is that I actually don't mind the AR starts in Halo Infinite. I actually don't mind them at all because it is kind of nice to not just rely on one single meta weapon instead of an entire sandbox that barely gets used. When you actually play the Halo Infinite flights, a lot of the weapons in the sandbox are viable, and that's a nice thing to have, especially whenever you want to try different things, different strategies, and not rely on a single weapon meta. Now, motion tracker being disabled has always been a competitive setting. That is totally understandable. But the thing I'm most excited about, and sorry if my voice gets totally blown out here, is the removal of grenade hit markers. Thank you, God. I mean, I can deal with weapon hit markers. I can deal with that. That's fine at this point. But grenade hit markers had got to go, and thank God they're gone. I couldn't stand them in Halo 4. I couldn't stand them in Halo 5. And thank fucking God they're finally gone. Now on to the topic of friendly fire. Me personally, I have mixed feelings on this. I am all for getting rid of friendly fire entirely due to, team killing and so on and so forth. But at the same time, having this on in competitive might throw some players off. I'm going to be brutally honest. I switch a lot between warming up in casuals and then switching to competitive. And yes, now we're going to have the training mode, so maybe that won't even be a thing anymore for me, and that might not be a part of my routine. But at the same time, there will be players that will switch between casual and competitive and forget that friendly fire is turned on in competitive modes. So some mistakes will be made. Personally, I think that it should just outright be turned off, mainly due to the fact that I don't think it's necessary. I don't think friendly fire is a necessary option to have on at all at this point in gaming, especially it's going to turn those competitive lobbies into giant troll fests, especially if people want to start griefing like we see quite a lot in the Halo community. Now, the modes for competitive are pretty standard. Slayer, Capture the Flag, Strongholds, which replaces King of the Hill, and Oddball. This is stuff we've been dealing with for a long time, and honestly, I'm happy with this. I can't complain too much on the modes. I expected this to be kind of our pool of modes that we should expect for Halo Infinite. But what I'm extremely happy about is that they are going to have static spawners for weapons, equipment, and grenades. So you're not going to go into, let's say, live fire and not know whether it's going to be the sniper rifle or the skewer. You're not going to go on to recharge and not know if it's going to be the battle rifle or the commando. There's going to be There's going to be there is going to be set static spawners, so you know what weapons are going to spawn where and what time. You know, what weapons are going to spawn where and how and why? I can't say it for some reason. I'm sick. Give me a goddamn break. But overall, I'm extremely happy about this. I'm extremely happy that competitive Halo is going to play like traditional competitive Halo. There are some things that I could do with or without, but overall, these settings seem genuinely good for a competitive setting. I've been a competitive player for a long time. I started playing competitive Halo back in 2007 with the launch of Halo 3. I've done competitive CSGO. I've gone and played competitive Apex Legends. And for the longest time, I have been interested in what competitive or esports settings are going to be like in Halo Infinite, because I'm genuinely interested in maybe getting competitive with these games. I think that this is a good start to the competitive meta, but personally, I would like to know what you think. Do you like the return of BR starts being in competitive? What do you think about hit markers being disabled? Are you a fan of friendly fire being turned on for this? And what do you think about the static weapon pads? Let me know down in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, go ahead and leave a like or dislike on this video. I would like to see where everyone stands with this. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. More videos to come, and as always, GamerJlee signing out. God, I'm sicker than a fucking dog. Please just give me a like because I'm dying. I'm dog water.